Okay, I got the potometer fired up, and we're just gonna find ourselves a nice, juicy... Got him.
You suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck.
If your ground punching game isn't that strong, you can also just buy these at the store. And you could let your potatoes say goodbye to each other. Except potatoes don't have the ability to talk, so let's stop fooling around. Now that you've got your potatoes, it's time to decide what form of baking you're going to use. One option is micro baking. If someone tries to condescend to you for using a micro bake oven, just say, "I'd like to see you operate a micro..." Beginner's luck. The truth is, micro baking is super easy. Put your potato on a plate, set it for 10 minutes on high, and your potato should come out perfect. Another option is aqua baking. Some people don't want to aqua bake because they're worried their potatoes will get wet, which is silly because potatoes are waterproof. See? But because they're waterproof, aqua baking takes a long time, and also it's called boiling, and that's not why we're here today. Baking with the slow cooker is super simple. Put your potato inside, put the lid on, set the timer for 6 years, then go away and raise a family. By the time your kid is in 1st grade, you'll have a nice, delicious meal ready. Baking, the method I'm going to use today, is what humans have been doing for decades, ever since the discovery of the onion in Bancroft, Kentucky in the 1960s. Baking takes a long time because potatoes are airproof, but before you get started, you're going to need to prepare your potatoes. First, we're going to give them a nice scrubby wash. Then you're going to want to stab your potato with a fork, which is done by jamming your fork inside, then easily pulling it out with a pair of vice grips. You can also tap it in with a hammer. You can let gravity do the work for you. You can save time by stabbing with 4 forks at once. Or if you play pro ball like me, you can do this. If you don't stab your potato first, the steam can't escape, and this is what happens to the potato. This can also happen with the micro baker, so don't forget those fork holes. Now we'll just slather the potato with olive-flavored stab soothing balm, sprinkle with some fresh lock salt, and give these guys 4 free tickets to the Gravitron. Throw them on a pan, Undo's on for Hundo, and we're going to throw those in for around 45 minutes. Now we've had them in for the correct amount of time, but the fork is the ultimate determiner of doneness. Take your fork and whack the side. If you hear it resonate, then congratulations, you own a tuning fork. But if you take a real fork and it slides in easily to the center, you know it's done. If you encounter resistance, put it in for another 10 minutes. Now you're going to want to saw it open, and then press the ends together until it opens like a piping hot 70s change purse. Ooh. Now we're going to shovel the insides out and put them in a bowl. Okay, that's ridiculous. Let's use a proper sized shovel. If the potato hole doesn't come out perfect, just throw the potato in the garbage and start over. Just kidding. Now look at this. What does this remind you of? It reminds you of nothing. When the Greeks first discovered the potato, they had to invent the number 0 in order to describe the amount of flavor inside it, which is where 0 gets its shape from. And that's why we load potatoes with anything and everything we can find, so we can try to forget that we're eating something so flavorless it's like staring into the abyss. And the great thing about it is you can put whatever the fuck you want in there. Why'd you censor that? Thank you. So this first one, we're gonna throw in some butter, some cheddar, some sour cream, some salt, some pepper, some bacon, some chives. The second one, we're gonna put in some veggie bouillon, some cumin, some cheddar cheese, some cream cheese, some broccoli, then Wangjangle everything together until there's no trace of nothing. And then we'll shovel those insides back in there. Then we'll top them with some more cheddar, some more bacon on these guys, some more chives on the other ones. And then we're gonna get these motherfuckers back in. Oh, come on. Thank you. We're gonna throw these in the Undo for another 10 minutes to reheat the insides and melt all that cheese.
Or you can just keep a very careful eye on them until you think it's done and then take it out based on your great observations and intuition.
All right, so these babies are done, topped with some more sour cream and chives. And while you're admiring how good these came out, it's important to make sure that any of your raw leftover potatoes don't see your decked out loaded potatoes. They're already struggling with tasting like nothing. They don't need you making them feel more insecure. I'd like to thank Audible for sponsoring this video. I love Audible because they've really gotten me back into books. It's my favorite way to multitask, especially when cleaning up this. Seriously? Thank you. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks in the known universe. I just listened to Born Standing Up by Steve Martin. He talks about the grueling years of developing his act before he finally made it as a stand-up comic and film star. It's raw, heartbreaking, funny, but more than anything, he's an awesome writer, and I could not put this book down. You can get that book or any other book you want for free when you start a 30-day trial. Go to audible.com/ysac or text ysac to 500-500 to get started. That's audible.com/ysac or text ysac to 500-500.
And have a great day. Bye. You suck at
Nothing.
Yeah, you totally suck.